Hello, good morning, children. How are you? What are you doing nowadays? Your summer vacation has started, yes, but we will connect it through the summer vacation camp, okay? Today, I am going to start my topic in the science transformation of the matters from one form to another forms. Okay, we can start now. Okay, matters. What are the matters? Around you and yourself. All things are called as matter. What I said? You and around yourself. Whatever the things you can see and you cannot see, all things are called as matter. You will say, sir, how we can say air is a matter? So we will explain to you, but first we learn what is the matters. The things or substance which occupy the space and having the mass are called as substance or matter. Example, air, water and anything which you can take the name. Anything living or non-living. All those things are called as matter. You can see I said to you occupy the space. Whatever the things take the name, you will think it occupy the space or not. And having the mass we will see later. Okay, whatever the thing like ourself, our body occupy the space where we are sitting, standing, we occupy the space like that. Any other things you can say, sir, how the air is called as matter, how it occupy the space. You take the empty balloon and blow it. As air will go inside the balloon, the size of the balloon will increase. What is its mean? Its mean as much air will go, it will occupy the more space. That's why balloon expand in the size. Water you can see when you put the water in glass, it will occupy the space of glass. Like that, everything occupy the space. Those are called as matter. We can move on the next slide. As we know, our definition of the matter occupy the space. These matters found in the three different state, and one more is there we will learn in higher classes, but we will introduce here. First one is solid, second one liquid, third one gas, and fourth one is the plasma. But we will start with the three state of matters. As you can see in the picture, solid, liquid and gas. As you can see here, state of matters. First one, a cube of ice. Second one, in the first one, this is the ice cube. In glass, there is the water. Here is a picture of kettle, which is from which gaseous form of water is coming out. There are these three state of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. We can see here. Here again we can see the state of matter: solid form, liquid form or gaseous form, and fourth one I said to you before, plasma state. You can read this and try to understand. Okay, about the solids are the substance or the matter which has a fixed shape, fixed volume and their particles. Means all the matters made of the small particles. These particles are located into a place and they are tightly packed, can't be compressed easily. Little space between each particles. They unable to flow easily like water. Particles cannot slide or slide past one another. Okay, these are called solid. You can see the picture of the things. These are solid things. Okay, matters. What are the matters? Around you and yourself. All things are called as matter. What I said? You and around yourself. Whatever the things you can see and you cannot see, all things are called as matter. You will say, sir, how we can say air is a matter? So we will explain to you, but first we learn what is the matters. The things or substance which occupy the space and having the mass are called as air gases. They take the shape and volume of the container in which we can put it. They can be easily compressed, lots of space between the particles, means highest space or maximum space between the particles, that are called as intermolecular space. They flow easily. Okay, you can see the things inside, there is the gas. Okay, we can see the property of the solid, liquid and gases in a one slide. You can read and try to understand. Okay, mass, shape, volume, compressibility, fluidity, rigidity, diffusion, space between the particles means intermolecular space, interparticle force also. Okay, these things we learn in higher classes, just you got the elementary idea of these things. Okay, in this slide you can see the pictures of the molecules or the atoms of the substance. In the solid state, as you can see, molecules are arranged and tightly packed and stacked on each other. There is very less intermolecular space and they have a very high force of attraction towards each other. In case of liquid, you can see there is a lot of space, means not they are tightly arranged, and as you can move in the next state, means gas. In this state, molecules are widely spread, means lot of space between the molecules. You can see, means we can say the intermolecular space in gaseous state is highest, not than plasma, but here it is called in highest, and moderate in liquid and least in the solid state. Got it? Here also we can see solid in particles how they are arranged. In the liquid, intermolecular spaces increase. In the gas, more increase, and property of the solid, liquid, gas are given in a one word. Okay, here you can see the diagram of interchanging of the state of matters. What is the main factor behind these interchange? That is called temperature. Means when we will increase the temperature of any state of matter, it will go into another form, and when from that, if we will continuously increase the temperature, it will go in next step of the matter. See, first we can start from the solid. If you will take the solid, basically we can use to demonstrate this ice. Ice is the solid form of the substance or the liquid. As you can see here in the picture, these are the ice. Ice is the solid form of water. Okay, now we can take this ice and put in the normal place in normal room temperature. Means normally we can take out from the fridge or refrigerator and keep on the table in the glass. After some time we saw that this ice melt into the water. Means when we take out the ice from the freezer, it's mean the temperature of the ice gradually increased or increasing. That's why they start to melt and they turn from solid to liquid state. Changing of the solid things into liquid, it is, this process is called as melting. Process name is called as melting. You can see here melting. Okay, and now when we continue the increasing of temperature of the liquid, means water, continuously we increase the temperature by heating. Okay, then it will turn into the next stage of the matter, that is called gas. And the process means changing from liquid to gas. A process in which liquid turn into the gas, that process is called as evaporation. Got it? First, what we saw, the substance which are in solid form get the temperature or heat from outside, turn into the liquid, that is called melting. That is called melting. Okay, means melting is a process in which substance turn from solid to liquid, that is called melting. And continuously when we giving the temperature, this liquid will turn into the gas, that is called as, that process is called as evaporation. How we can write these two terms in definition? What is melting? The melting is a process in which solid things turn into the liquid thing by heating, that is called melting. And what is the evaporation? Evaporation is the process in which liquid turn into the gas on heating, it is called evaporation. Now we can see the next. Okay, from we can come reverse. Okay, in this reverse process we can decrease the temperature. When we take the gas in a container and decrease the temperature, then it will turn into the, from gas it will turn into the liquid. When we decrease the temperature of the gas, this process means changing of gas into liquid, it is called as condensation. Got it? What is the condensation? Condensation is the process in which gas turn into the liquid. That process is called as condensation. Now, from the liquid to the solid, okay, in this process also we are decreasing the temperature continuously. By decreasing the temperature of the liquid, it will turn into the solid form. That process is called as freezing. What is the freezing? Freezing is the process in which liquid things, again we can do our process for the revision. In short, solid. When we increase the temperature of solid things by heating, then it will turn into the liquid. This process is called as melting. And when we will increase the temperature of liquid, then it will turn into the gas, and this process is called as evaporation. Got it? Now come to the reverse. If we will take the gas and decrease the temperature, then it will turn into the liquid, and that process is called as condensation. Next, when we will decrease the temperature of liquid, then it will turn into the solid. That process is called as freezing. Okay. Another two things you can see here in this side, sublimation and deposition. Okay. So we can eliminate the deposition. We will try to understand about the sublimation. Sublimation is the process in which solid substance turn into the gas directly without going into the liquid state. That process is called as sublimation. Understood? Sublimation is the process in which solid substance directly turn into the gas, that is called as sublimation. You can see in case of naphthalene ball and one more naphtha ball and one more thing, that is in that case we can see that naphthalene ball or phenyl ball directly turn into the gaseous form without going into the liquid. That process is called sublimation. Understood? In this way we understood what is the matter. First we learn what is the matter. Second, the state of matters. Okay. After that we learn how they transform from each from one to another form. Okay. Now we can do some work. Okay, practice work or learning outcomes. We can see what we learn through our this conversation, okay, or this discussion. So here is the one slide in which you can see uh, one solid, then liquid and gas. Three boxes are there. In these three boxes, at least two things you have to draw. This is especially for the second class students. Two solid things, draw and write the name. Middle box with the color blue color outline, in that you have to draw the two liquid things. Suppose tea in the cup, water in the glass, you can draw like that. And in third one, kettle, from the kettle gases comes out, and in the balloon that contain the gas, you can draw these pictures. Got it? Here also you can see one work for the all classes, but if you like, then you can do. In first box, picture is given. In there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 10 pictures are given, and against the each picture, three names are given: solid, liquid, and gas. What do you have to do? You have to do put the correct, put the tick on the correct form of that picture. See, first in the first box, that is the solid thing. So you have to put the tick on the solid. And in the second box, where it is, first box it is solid. In the second box, here is the cup, and from the cup gases are coming out. Then we can put the tick on gas. Now tree. What the tree? What will be there? Car. Okay. Now here a smoke. What this smoke will be there? Solid, liquid or gas. You put the tick on correct one. Here it is the picture of earth, or any picture showing the jug and glass. In that there is the liquid. Okay, so you have to put the tick on liquid. Here in the balloon case, exactly there will be the gas. You put the tick on the gas. Here from the tap water is coming, so we will put the tick on liquid. Here brush will be the solid, but from the brush paint is coming out, that is will be the liquid. Here boy, so it is definitely it will be the solid. If you like, then you can do this work. In this slide you can see the again work, and this especially for the class third boys you can do. You have to, what you have to read the name of the which are given above the box, and under that words there are the three box: solid, liquid and gas. Read the words and put in the correct column. Okay, which thing is solid, which things are liquid, which things are gas, you put in the correct column. Got it? Here also you can see same thing. Jelly. What is that? Jelly will be the solid, liquid or gas. So basically jelly is the semi-solid, but you have to put the in, take the in solid. Okay, paper. Again you can do yourself. Toothpaste. All things, toothpaste, jelly, they are called as semi-solid or the paste. And you can put the, in case of the toothpaste, you can put the tick in the liquid also. Okay, you can decide yourself and try to do this work also. Here you can see and do the work, especially for the 4th and 5th class. Got it? Okay. Okay, thanks. Have a nice day. Again we will interact on next week on Wednesday. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day.